The iPhone 7, obviously a very popular phone. Probably the most popular new phone that's out there. Many people have them. One of the things that creeps up with phones in general is running out of storage. Running out of battery, running out of storage. These are two things you do not want to have happen to you. Now, when it comes to battery life, you can add an accessory, you can charge more often. Beyond that, you're pretty much stuck. On the storage side, yes, you've got cloud storage, you can move files around and so on. Some people don't want to do that. Some people want to keep stuff local. Today, I've got a product which is similar to a product I showed you guys a while back. At the time, that was just a Kickstarter, or it wasn't a complete product yet. This is a case which goes onto your iPhone 7. They make it for the 7 Plus as well. It's about 50 bucks. And what it's gonna do is give you battery, 2400 milliamp hours, but then on top of that, it's got a micro SD card slot in it, which will allow you to interface with extra storage as well. Kind of covering the two problems that many people have with their devices, with their iPhone specifically. Now, Apple will charge you a lot for extra storage, and you might not need it immediately when you buy your new phone. Now, these guys right here, this 200 gigabyte card is around 70 bucks on Amazon. I'll link it down below. Now, they also make a larger one, which is 256 gigabytes. That one's not quite as good of a value because it's around 150 bucks for only another 56 gigs. So I think this one is the sweet spot, but combined with the storage on your iPhone, the biggest iPhone, 256 gigs, you combine it with a card like this and you get a half terabyte of storage, or very close to it, depending on whether or not you go with this card or the 256 gigabyte card. Expandable storage gives you those options. It's like a soft touch kind of plastic. Now, I've tried many battery cases, and generally battery cases on their own, 50, 60, 70, all the way up to 100 bucks. So getting the battery case with the expandable storage in one is kind of a nice little combo for 50. You can see the top portion bends, so you can slide it in. A lot of battery cases just have a micro USB. Well, you can kiss your wired headphone connection goodbye on the iPhone 7 if that's the case. This will give you pass-through. So now the phone itself is charging via the case, but you've still got access to audio with your Lightning headphones if you're just using the stock headphones. It's also got a battery indicator. I'm not sure if Jack can pick that up there. 3 bars of battery life, 4 for a fully charged case. When it comes to the expandable storage, you're gonna need a way of accessing that actual SD card. Now you can see the location of it here. Just slides in right there. You'll never notice it. It'll just be underneath your phone. And so there is an app that goes with this case. You can drag and drop files onto that micro SD and then access them later. You don't have to go through iTunes or some other method. Like, look at that little guy right there. And then it locks into place. Put the phone on. Okay, sweet. You have the cutouts for your speakers as well, so hopefully it'll just redirect that sound out from there. The buttons and whatnot all map accordingly. So when you turn on the case, it immediately begins charging up your phone. It will also prompt you to install an app, which is called Smart Case here. It'll tell me the capacity of the case itself, as well as the capacity of the phone and the fact that it's charging. It'll also prompt you to format whichever SD card it is that you have installed. Now, from within the Smart Case, you can actually launch a picture app and send pictures right onto that SD card, or you can move them at a later date. Same goes for music, videos, and so on. There's a dedicated video player here where you can import and export video clips directly to the card, and that's important because then you can get away with playing different video formats. You can see you have some different folders set up for photos, videos, music, documents, and so on. And you can also connect this directly to a PC in order to transfer files as if this was some sort of external storage. And this shows you the case storage itself. You can see 0 gigabytes being used right now. And this is cool. They've built in a little battery app as well, which will tell you the iPhone's battery, not just the case, and how you used your battery life, if that's interesting to you. Anyway, that's all built into the app. But essentially, what you end up with here is expandable storage, an external battery for 50 bucks, and a case as well, which is going to give you better grip. I mean, that's what I have here. This right here gives you the potential to be carrying around a half terabyte iPhone, assuming you purchased the big storage to begin with. But that's something that's kind of unprecedented, and the fact that you can add it for 50 bucks is pretty sweet. So I think the 200 gig card, the big iPhone, get yourself a half terabyte iPhone. Stop complaining about photos, where to put them. Oh my goodness. Battery life too, little battery life bonus. That's what I do here. I solve problems. I'm like a doctor. Unbox therapy, get it? Session closed. What is it? Goodbye.